Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where today we're doing more of a somber video because the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Kazuki Takahashi, has unfortunately passed today. So, I know I don't really cover much Yu-Gi-Oh! Here on the channel, it's mainly Vanguard for stuff, but it's only fitting. Only fitting we pay a little tribute. So I thought I'd do a little walk down memory lane for my experience with the game. So at the very beginning of the game, I don't have too many personal memories. Like, of course, I had played since the very beginning. This is literally the origins of trading card game Jared. Like, I never would have played Pokemon, I never would have played Magic, never would have gotten into Vanguard or anything else really if I hadn't gotten started with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. So at the beginning, it wasn't too memorable, I don't think. I remember one of my first big memories, is back when I was trying to get my driver's license. There was a comic shop down the street from the driving school that I went to, and I remember on one of the breaks, I walked down there and got a couple booster packs of the original set, whatever that was called, like Legend of Blue Eyes or something like that. Pretty sure it's Legend of Blue Eyes. And I ended up pulling a Curse of Dragon card, which was pretty cool at the time. Obviously, Curse of Dragon's not that big. Maybe Gaia got some legacy stuff down the line. Like I said, I haven't played this game in forever, but it's super cool to pull that super rare back in the day just blindly. And I think I ended up building a dragon base deck, I want to say, because I remember one of my favorites from the first set was Lesser Dragon, just 12k vanilla 4-star dragon monster, but he looked really cool. So I think that's probably one of my favorites from the original. However, are we actually talking? Actually, want to talk about my boy. It's probably my prized possession right now. It's my Red Eyes Black Dragon binder, because Red Eyes is my boy. Let's go ahead and shut off real quick. What's this? Oh, wow. Hey, Vanguard people. I don't know why this is hanging up somewhere. This was from 2017 from the shop challenges. I'm going to hang that up somewhere. That's great. How's that been this Yu-Gi-Oh! Binder this whole time? I've never seen it. Yeah, I used to... Obviously, I haven't touched it in forever, but I used to have this big old collection of every single Red Eyes Black Dragon, because he is hands down my favorite monster in the game. Talking Season 1 anime, Joey was my boy. I think some of these are signed or something. I'll point out the cool ones if I find them. There's a couple in here that I like misprints, some dual terminal ones. Right there, if you guys remember back when they were doing that little special video game thing. One of these is misprint. I'm trying to find the misprint. Dude, remember, I don't know, is he still? I think he's limited one, but remember when his car was busted? Inferno Fire Blast, of course, Burn spell. You guys know, I talk about it all the time. I love playing burn decks, so it's one of my favorite spells. And I believe one of his fusions is basically that, so I love that. You got a Japanese one right there. And some of my other favorite cards, dude, I'll show you off later. We're just filming everything right now. Junk Warrior's my boy. We'll talk about 5Ds in a sec. Some of my other favorite Slash cards I just picked up. Ooh, there's I think it's a Spanish one right there. That's a random. Okay. It's just a random buddy fight card in here. Chandra. It's a Chandra. I told you to play red decks. Another Joey card. Out here, Swervin. Oh, I love this art so much. I know some other cool arts, but I think this is one of my favorite arts for his Black Dragon, with him shooting the big meteor. Super cool. I think that's it. Like I said, I haven't updated forever. There's a bunch of new Red Eyes forums. I want to find the misprint. Let me find the misprint real quick. That's another really cool one. The original Japanese style, where they used to have the text over there. You just had it split that way. Super old school. Where'd it go? I must print here somewhere. Whatever, I'll find it later. But yeah, Red Eyes is my boy. I think that's probably like the biggest takeaway I have from original Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I played it back then. Obviously, I didn't really think I connected to any competitive decks until a couple eras later. But whatever, we played for fun back then. Baby game is a baby game. GX. Ooh, that was a fun series. I don't really think I have Neos here. I have a little baby boy. A little baby boy Glow Neos shiny. And he makes me happy because I love Jaden's decks. Like, you guys know I am a Toku boy. I can show you. Can I just, like, turn this real quick? Kind of see in the background over there. I have a whole shelf of, like, all these old Kamen Rider drivers and stuff. I haven't got any new ones in a while. I need to get some new ones. But, like, I've always been a Tokusatsu fan, Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, all that stuff. And Jaden's main gimmick was playing heroes. Granted, he didn't really play the cool transforming ones until the actual manga version. So, Mask Heroes are my favorites there, but, like, I love all the heroes. E-Heroes are cool. D-Heroes are cool. What else came out there? That was the generation where Red Eyes got good. That's where we got Red Eyes Darkness. And, yeah, it was a fun little anime. I mean, like, not my favorite one, but, like, there's a lot of fun characters there. And, like, who doesn't want to go to card fight school? Who doesn't want to just be a professional trading card player? Moving on to arguably my favorite generation, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. An actual not so fun fact. I was going to say fun fact, but this is related to the passing. But main character of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Yusei Fudo, his birthday is also today. So unfortunately, your boy shares a birthday with the death day of Yu-Gi-Oh! Creator. That said, like, I absolutely love Yusei's deck. Like, the whole bring a bunch of trashy junk monsters together, make these awesome giant warriors thing was really cool. Stardust Dragon, the boy. I used to, way back in the day, I actually had the Ghost Heroes of the 5 Dragons, so love that. Another cool card on top of that pile that I have is Quick Draw Synchron. This wasn't his main Synchron monster, but, like, he looks really cool. Like, I love Wild West stuff. Wild West Synchron, awesome. And, of course, the show itself did also introduce Best Girl, Aki, Akiza, however you want to pronounce it. The Black Rose Witch. We love her. We love her. This mat, actually, a funny story behind it. You guys remember I was mentioning the Dual Terminal a little while ago? The, basically arcade that distributed cards. Way back in the day when, I think it was Trishula, the super broken old Synchro monster came out. Someone actually had this mat, and obviously I want it because you girl. So I told him I would pull from that Dual Terminal until I found the Trishula to trade for this mat. So you guys may remember how rare that card was. I'm not going to mention anything financial about it. Let's just say I probably could have custom ordered one of these easier than I did pulling that Trishula out for him. Yeah, absolutely love Akiza. Like, I don't know what I am about plant girls because this Haru, like, I don't know. It's apparently a type I have. Other than that, I want to show off while we're talking about the Synchro era and my love of the kind of junk archetype that Yusei had. My main deck in that era was Scraps. And this is actually a mat that I had custom ordered, custom designed off of DeviantArt. Yes, off DeviantArt. Don't ask. I love it. Like, I love that we have the two main guys in the front row, Searchers back there chilling, and you just have Scrap Dragon, just like the presence. I love this mat so much. If I actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! Still, I'd probably use this mat all the time. But yeah, Scraps was hands down my deck of the format right there. Like, Synchro's my boys. I love junk cards, love Scraps. There's probably a bunch of other Synchro decks I'm not naming top of my head, but I love Synchro. Synchro is awesome. And don't forget about the best arc of the anime. And the other best arc of the anime. Oh, and one last quick Yusei shout out right there. Quillbolt Hedgehog, one of his little tiny monsters that like came out whenever you played a tuner or something. I don't remember effects, but between that and Neospacian Glowmoss, the card I showed you earlier, that was like how me and my old roommate at the day devised our super old Yu-Gi-Oh team, Team Glowbolt. I had a channel for it back in the day. Like, I'll post a link to it. I don't even know last time I used that, but like, I guess if you guys want to see the videos I used to do for Yu-Gi-Oh subs right there. But yeah, Team Glowbolt was my Yu-Gi-Oh team. I could maybe bring it back sometime for Vanguard. Like, I don't really have a Vanguard team right now, just whatever. But yeah, shout out Team Glowbolt. Alright, moving on. I'm gonna get the binder back out for this, because I think I have some cards in here for this era. Zeal, however you pronounce that. The one where you got Exceeds Monsters. I don't want to say this is where I started slipping, but like I definitely played a little less around Zexal. I'm still looking for my misprint Red Eyes. I have a misprint Red Eyes in here somewhere. Oh yeah, I see some Exceeds. Yeah, it was a show. Definitely a lot goofier. I didn't really pay too much attention, but Yuma's fun. One thing I'll say about that, the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, the Blue Eyes White Dragon of that era, definitely my favorite Blue Eyes. Like, I love his design. His effect was really cool, how he's like the anti-Xyz card or whatever. And yeah, just Galaxy Eyes Photon is my favorite version of Blue Eyes White Dragon / rival, whatever you want to call it, monster. Oh yes, this one. Let's go over. Let's shout out to my favorites of the number cards, because if you guys weren't aware, like that was the main gimmick of the series, where there was like always like Xyz monsters that you kind of like overlay cards with the same grade or whatever. And there's like 100, I think. Yeah, I think there's like 100 special ones that are called the numbers. So my favorite right here is number 7, Lucky Straight. And this is because like he is, first of all, Lucky 7. Res Black Dragon, level 7. I think there's a bunch of other cards I like that were level 7, so like all that together is cool. And just the fact that like he's like this giant slot machine where he gets different effects based on the number of things that you do. I love it. I actually had at one point, there was a gamble deck that all the card effects I had, and they were either based on like a coin flip or a dice roll or something like that, so it's just like probably the Joey deck, I don't know. But yeah, I love that deck so much. It was so much fun to play. And I think that's all I can say about. Like I said, this is where I started slowly falling away, so I don't really have too much to say about that format. But it was cool. XCs are cool. Oh, Baby Dragon! I gotta show off Baby Dragon. He's so cute. Look at this. This is probably my Kribo if I had a Kribo. Just look at the little tiger dragon. It's so cute. Then after that, we got to what's like probably the coolest anime ever. They didn't really introduce any new summoning, I don't think. Oh, they did Pendulum. Pendulum. What is Pendulum? I'm literally looking at Pendulum card right here in my binder and saying I don't know what Pendulum summoning is. But yeah, what was it? Arc 5? Yeah, Arc V. Love that anime. Like, you know me, I'm all about time-space travel, so like the whole like multi-dimensional war thing that show was basically about. Yuma's my boy. There's probably some other cool characters in there that I can't think about on top of my head, but Yuma's my boy. I love how he literally just goes like, oh, I'm going to entertain the world. Oh, actually, by the way, a plot. Like, really cool anime. Even if I didn't play, I think that's why I started really falling off was that, yeah, because I think like last set, what was it? It was one these guys came out of, these two Magician cards, which is why I have them. I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh sets. If you guys know down below what these two came out of, this was probably the last set that I bought a box out of. Because I remember there was some new Red Eye support cards that came out there as well. So, that I think is really my falling off point for the game. Not that I didn't like playing the game anymore at that point, but just like that was around the time that Vanguard came out. You guys already know my history with Vanguard and how I basically threw out everything for it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, but like I loved Arc 5. I didn't really play the game too much after that. What was Cyber Yu-Gi-Oh? I want to fix this light real quick. That's better. I don't know, I just usually don't record this angle, so it's kind of weird. My eyes look so dark right now. Yeah. Oh, what was it called? The one where they went on the internet and became internets, and they introduced Link monsters, and that changed the game. Brains. That's my experience with Brains. That's how little I know about it. I will say, though, one of the latest cards I got, I just picked up at card shop one day. I don't think it's that good, but, like, it's just cute redhead, steampunk wizard girl. I don't have a type. And, yeah, this is probably, like, one of the last cards I actually end up buying. I don't think it's any good. I just like the art. I just like the art a lot. Could definitely be a Gear Chronicle card. And finally, the one that we didn't actually get any new advancements for the game in America. But really fun anime. I would love. I think it's starting to come out on Disney or something. It's on Disney Plus. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush Duel something? I don't know what it's called. Like Sevens. That's why I started just naming numbers. The sequel just came out. And it's got a weird space alien man, so I want to watch it. But yeah, that series is super fun. I think goes back to the whole GX gimmick of they're out of school where dueling happens or whatever. But like a lot of fun characters in there. I don't think that the cards ever came out, but like, what's his name, Luke or something? I want to say it's Luke or Rook. He has a card called Drag Ears, which is really cool. Space Dragon, and I would love to play that deck if it came out, so who knows, I haven't touched the game in forever. Yeah, that introduced a really cool new gimmick to the game where like it goes a lot faster. You like draw up to 5 cards every turn, and you can summon any number of monsters, so just really fast, snappy games. It looked fun. I'm not sure if Rush Duels ever became a thing outside of Japan or the anime, but like if they did, I'd probably try them out. Found him! Okay, this was a misprint. I don't know why it took the entire video for me to find them. But it's misprinted. You can see kind of like shifts the foiling down a little bit. Is that a little B? No, that's the Star Deck one. That is the SDJ Star Deck version of Red Eyes Black Dragon. So that is my real quick tribute to late great Kazuki Takahashi / Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I said, I haven't really played the game too much since Xyz or, I guess, Pendulum. Like, I barely even played Pendulum format. But I do have the game on my computer right now. Was it, like, Legacy Duel? What is it called? Master Duel. So, yeah, I do have Master Duel on my computer. I just have never actually touched it. Maybe if you guys want to watch that, I'll start streaming a little bit. I mean, probably my butt kick, but you know what? Like I said, I haven't played in forever. But that was, I don't know how you end this kind of video. It's a tribute, it's not like an obituary, it's respect to the greatest. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Kazuki, Senpai, Sensei, for everything that you've done for this fantastic game that basically introduced me to the world of trading card games. And until next time, always embrace the infinite.